LeBron James is set to become the first player in history to play a 23rd season in the NBA in 2025-26, but Olden Polynice wants him to think about retirement. Polynice, who played 15 seasons in the NBA, stated on Byron Scott's Fast Break podcast that he can't understand why James is still playing. The longevity aspect, I think it's getting a little bit too much now, Polynice said. Because I'm like, dude, what else you want to do? It's time for you to start thinking about retiring. Polynice also made it clear that James' days of winning titles are over. He ain't getting no fifth ring unless he buys one, Polynice stated. It ain't happening. While Polynice may end up being right about James not adding to the 4 championships he has won, you can't really fault the man for wanting to carry on. The 40-year-old averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, 8.2 assists, 1.0 steals, and 0.6 blocks per game for the Los Angeles Lakers in 2024-25. James has gas left in the tank, and you'd struggle to find too many players in NBA history who walked away from the game after having the kind of season he had. The 21-time All-Star made the All-NBA second team this year, and it would make little sense to retire. The arrival of Luka Doncic via trade from the Dallas Mavericks in February would have only given James more motivation to carry on. The new-look Lakers were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by the Minnesota Timberwolves, but if they make some good moves this offseason, they could be contenders next season. Getting a quality starting caliber center would be the top priority. The Lakers could also do with having some wing defenders, and we'll wait and see who they manage to bring in over the coming months. GM Rob Pelinka admitted James will have high expectations. He promised that the front office would do everything possible to meet them. The 2025-26 season could be LeBron James' last in the NBA while James is still going strong. The end isn't too far away at this point. NBA insider Shams Charania stated that the 2025-26 season could be the Lakers superstars' last in the league. Year 23 for number 23. They have the All-Star weekend in Los Angeles. So, to me, it's very storybook if that's the way it goes. But that's a decision that he's gotta make. That would be a storybook ending, but James could potentially have a reason to stick around for another season after this next one. His youngest son, Bryce, could enter the NBA in 2026. Would he turn down the opportunity to play with both of his sons? We've seen just how much it has meant to James to play alongside his eldest son, Bronny, whom the Lakers selected with the 55th pick of the 2024 NBA draft. He ranked playing with his son the greatest accomplishment of his career, and the only thing that would top that is playing with Bronny and Bryce. Charania also expects James to opt into his $52.6 million player option for next season. The fact that a multi-year extension isn't the likely course of action does give some credence to the notion that he will walk away after the season. Time will tell, though. The Los Angeles Lakers need a center alongside LeBron James and Luka Doncic, and one NBA insider is proposing that the franchise trade for Cleveland Cavaliers big man Jarrett Allen. The Lakers lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round of this year's playoffs in 5 games. Los Angeles head coach J.J. Redick played without a traditional big man in the second half of Game 4 and all of Game 5. During his end-of-the-season press conference with local reporters, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka said he will attempt to acquire a center this offseason. With that said, Kevin Pelton of ESPN proposed the following trade idea between the Lakers, Cavaliers, Dallas Mavericks, and Chicago Bulls. Dallas Mavericks get guard Donovan Mitchell, 2031 first-round pick, via Lakers, 2028 first-round swap, via Lakers, 2030 first-round swap, via Lakers. Cleveland Cavaliers get 2025 number 1 pick, guards Jevon Carter and Gabe Vincent, forwards Maxi Kleber and P.J. Washington, center Daniel Gafford. Los Angeles Lakers get center Jarrett Allen. Chicago Bulls get forwards Dalton Knecht and Caleb Martin, 2026 second-round pick, via Cavaliers, 2027 second-round pick, via Nuggets, 2028 second-round pick, via Cavaliers. Allen appeared in all 82 games for the Cavaliers this season. He averaged 13.5 points, 9.7 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 0.9 steals and 0.9 blocks while shooting 70.6% from the field and 71.8% from the free throw line. A one-time All-Star, Allen will make $20 million next season. The Lakers get their long-desired rim-running center in Allen, undoubtedly the best big man available to them in terms of current value, Pelton wrote. Getting Allen costs them not only the pick, swap and connect, but also a second swap. If the Lakers can build around Allen and Doncic like they hope, that swap shouldn't convey anyway. Allen, 27, has played for the Brooklyn Nets and Cavaliers. He has career averages of 12.8 points, 9.2 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.7 steals and 1.2 blocks. The Los Angeles Lakers have plenty of questions to answer around the roster as the offseason begins. After being knocked out in the first round of the postseason, the Lakers need to figure out a way to build a more well-rounded team. More Lakers news: surprising center named as trade option for Lakers, but the main area of need comes from the frontcourt. Los Angeles was exposed in the playoffs against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the front office will do whatever it can to help rectify that fact. However, Los Angeles shouldn't look too far to potentially find a missing piece. The Timberwolves have a few crucial players entering free agency this summer, and the Lakers should look to potentially grab one. According to Ricardo Klein of Newsweek, the Lakers are being named as a prime landing spot for Minnesota center Reid. Reid could help check multiple boxes for the Lakers, and remains a target. The Lakers are a team that could use the services of a big, really any reliable big, and Reid could do that and then some. LA could be in line to sign Reid, and it is very possible they could do just that. However, if the Lakers pull the trigger on Reid, it will likely be in the form of a sign-and-trade. The Lakers would love to have the 25-year-old, as he could serve as a functioning big man and have the ability to space the floor. Reid could fit in very well within the system that head coach J.J. Redick likes to run. Redick wants his teams to shoot more three-point shots, and Reid could help bring a new element to the roster. Last season, Reid averaged 14.2 points, 6.0 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 0.9 blocks per game. Reid also shot 37.9% from beyond the three-point line last season. The former 2023-24 Sixth Man of the Year is expected to opt out of the final year of his deal to test the open market. Reid has mentioned that he views himself as a starter, and if the Timberwolves can't guarantee him that spot, he could be open to moving elsewhere. Reid would likely start on the Lakers and could bring some new energy to the team. Los Angeles could have trouble landing Reid due to financial constraints, but he could be a very solid option to consider.